This is the biceps muscle, and the name means two heads. There is a short head and there is a long head. The short head arises or attaches into the coracoid process. The long head is quite fascinating. It runs up through a groove. It then enters into the shoulder joint, runs over the top of the head of the humerus, and attaches into the top of the glenoid fossa. Now, both heads form large muscles which join together in the middle, and these are across your upper arm, and these are a power muscle. They then form into one tendon. This tendon runs across the elbow joint and attaches into a tubercle on the ulnar bone. Now, this is a very complex muscle because it runs across three joints when it acts. It acts across the shoulder joint, it acts across the elbow, main elbow joint, and it also acts between the two bones of the forearm, the ulnar and radius. When this muscle contracts, it works across all three joints. So the first is that the long head of the biceps will pull the head of the humerus in and down. This will put it in a position for the actual final movement across the shoulder joint, which is flexion, which is lifting your upper arm forward. The second action is that it acts across the elbow joint and it causes the elbow joint to flex. So that means to bend upwards. And the third, which occurs across the radio-ulnar joint, you will get a rotation of the forearm, which will rotate it into what's called supination, which is that it will rotate around so that your palm comes upwards. So if you put all these three movements together, if you imagine, if you were to put the palm of your hand onto your forehead, those are the three movements of the biceps muscle. There are two trigger points in the biceps muscle. Each is in the center of the two bellies of the muscle. And when the trigger points are activated, they cause pain primarily at the top of the shoulder and at the elbow. They cause not a lot of pain in the center of the muscle itself. And this is, again, a good example of how trigger points can refer pain away from where they are. Each trigger point has the same distribution, primarily pain over the front of the shoulder or pain over the elbow.